Hey everybody, welcome back to Quest Coast. We're going on to the second of our three featured games. And this one is going to be against O2H. Is that how I say the name?
I don't know.
O2H. Yeah. Versus Kahuna of Lore. Kahuna is on an Amber Sapphire build, but not really like Amber Sapphire control. It's actually kind of interesting. It uses Dales and Alice and Thunderbolt. It's like part puppy deck, part sing deck, part ward. A lot of interesting things going on. A lot of ward. Also using Rapunzel for those heals, and then Scuttle. So you're gonna want to use cards like Merryweather and Scuttle to fight. Thunderbolt can also fight because he's a bodyguard. 3/7. You've got a Cood to cheat stuff out. You got Be Our Guest to find more characters. This is kind of interesting. Steel probably will have a bad time against this, but I guess we're gonna find out.
Yeah. Oops, all ward and bodyguards.
Yep. A lot of ward and bodyguards.
Funny thing I know is Iago, who competed in Quest Coast 2, this is one of his decks and one of his playtest partners, and he couldn't make it to this event but because of work. Right after work he came through, he's like, oh, because he told us he was following all day and he saw that his buddy made it to the top 8, so he had to come and see how his deck was doing.
Yeah. And then we have a blast from the past from O2H. They were running flutes, Steel Song flutes, which was a thing in like what, set 3?
Yeah, 3
something like that. Yeah,
3 until rotation. Really.
Yeah, 2 and 3. Pretty by the books. Does use Angel and a Cood. Was also running Keep the Ancient Ways as just like extra copies of Pete. Running Bare Necessities
and
instead of Mowgli, and then running Rat Capone, the scourge of Sealed.
It's like a Lawrence, but beefier.
Yeah.
And it doesn't go to Lawrence went to 0, right? Where this one
Lawrence went to 0.
Yeah, if there's a damage, this one still has 2 attack on it.
Yeah.
No Dales in this, but Rat Capone with
I don't think you need
Dale.
I don't think you need Dale in a list like this, because this is much more control-y, as opposed to the Amber Sapphire list that we're looking at.
He told me he drew a bunch off of the aerial and ethereal voice.
Oh yeah.
If you can get it to stick and you have the songs just keep flowing, the cards will keep flowing. I think one of his games in this tournament, he been decked out.
Really?
Yeah. Or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I did a little bit of Amber Steel testing, and I realized you don't need Wheel, and you don't even need Dock. Which this list also, they came to the same conclusion, not running Dock at all. Just because you, like with Ariel and a lot of the other cards, and with Beast, you kind of just draw a lot of cards, and then you've got Rapunzel drawing tons of cards. A lot of your songs draw cards just naturally, like you have Let the Storm Rage on and a Cood, which draw cards by themselves. And so if you're using Ariel to sing those, you're getting an extra card. And then you've got the Ariel Spectacular Singer to just help you find the songs and just keep it going. So seems like a cool,
plenty of songs here to utilize. And interesting to note, there's a one of He Hurled His Thunderbolt, and I talked about this with him and others before, and for me personally, I did try something like this, 4 and 1 or 4 and 2 of the And Along Came Zeus, which is, I missed that card a lot. It also hits locations, and it doing that 1 extra damage for 5 damage, it really matters. But sometimes you don't need all that. Sometimes you only need 4, right? And then that's what He Hurled His Thunderbolt allows.
Yeah, but then sometimes you need 5 and you draw He Hurled His Thunderbolt, and then you get very upset.
But yeah, personally, I didn't run it because I didn't want to get confused on myself and just the heuristics. Like I see the Zeus and just habitually.
I mean, you could just run another flute.
That's true too.
Yeah,
but then that's one less song.
Or another Akud, and then you have 4 Akud. But I mean, I think the list looks cool. I played Flute back in the day, and I thought it was really fun. So
yeah, I won against Red Purple with Flute.
Yeah,
there's not much they can do with items.
Like you did.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll get right into the game and see how it goes. And we're off. Game 2 of our featured matches. Kahuna of
9
Lore
versus 8. So it looks like O2H is on the play.
Mm-hmm.
If he so chooses.
You always choose. I think there was some debate very recently in the community about like going second actually can be better for get that extra card. I think the statistics show that that's just not just not the case. I think you always want to go first.
The underdogs have definitely made it feel like, well, that's why you have to do it before you see your hand, right? But the underdogs have helped give you access to more 1-drops.
Yeah.
Which also can sing your 2-cost songs. All right, so we got the fist bump, and we're off.
Ready to see this Amber Sapphire deck in action. Yeah. It's going to be interesting because,
Ink a Beast and pass.
Steel's going to have a little bit of a hard time with all the ward in this deck, and, they're not really running anything like Grab Your Sword to try and take that out, so they're going to really have to rely on just their characters being really beefy and probably just being a little more, like, being able to outgrind, because looking at the list, it doesn't look like Kahuna has a bunch of card draw other than, like, Rapunzel, basically.
And by this point, Kahuna can probably realize he's playing against a Steel Song variant, and maybe now, if I was Kahuna, I'd be looking for my aggro line.
Yeah. Kahuna drops Splatter Phoenix, which is a 1/2 that quests for 2, has Ward.
Yeah, aggro line with Ward.
Yeah.
Yeah, because aggro alone, probably Steel Song would probably feel fine.
Or excuse me, that's Darkwing Duck with Ward. They're both blue and and white, and they're ducks. Yeah. I got confused.
Who did you think it was?
Playing Splatter Phoenix, but it's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Ripping an Akud from the aerial. So he'll be able to sing. I kind of missed what's in the hand, but if he has a 2-drop he wants to get out, then he could do that now, but I think you save it at this point.
He has an aerial's ethereal voice, Rapunzel. Looks like a storm, Akud. Oh,
I think at this instance you save it because you can get a bigger character out cheaper.
All right, we have an Alice.
Oh boy.
This grants Ward and another Lore Pip.
And she has Ward.
And Ward
She's
herself.
Very annoying.
So really can't interact with the board just yet. Kahuna's playing it patient and safe. He knows he has 2 Ward characters. Whatever songs O2H is, can't touch these right now. He just showed his hand. Little fun.
That storm is just gonna sit.
Yeah, I think he has 2 of them, right? 2 storms and
I think so. That's very unfortunate. I mean, like, Ward is super, super strong, especially against. It's almost like it's engineered to just be really annoying against this deck, right?
Oops, all Ward.
I think in this instance, I mean, yeah, you can Akud and sing out a character, but I think in this instance, you need to get a bunch of characters out.
Yep, and that's exactly what it looks like he's doing, going wide.
Going wide, playing the aerial so that can possibly get some more
engine or draw engine.
Some draw engine. I think you do definitely need an aerial's a good start. Since she's a
I wouldn't
4, right?
I wouldn't be mad at storming his own character at this point to get more draw. Set that up.
That is an option. But the Alice with this is gonna start popping off really fast, I think.
Yeah, he needs. So it's also smart that he put the aerial down because it's a 3/4, and so that enables him to interact with the Ward characters by challenging them.
Yeah, that's really the only way, unless he plays a character that doesn't have wards. Really, the only way that he's gonna be able to.
It's literally
interact with them.
Yeah. When the parentheses of Ward literally says that you can't choose unless you're challenging.
Unless it's your character also.
I
Ooh.
Oh, we see the list, but he's not running it. But Amber also has access to Raging Storm.
Kahuna drops Chief.
Okay, and it looks like
Hatan. I
yeah, and it looks like he's choosing Pocahontas' dad for Alice's ability.
Yeah, I mean, that's generally the move, right? Because Alice herself already has ward, so you're just gonna give something like, especially if it's the thing you just played, like a bodyguard. So good to just give it ward.
I don't know if Kahuna needed to challenge Ursula there, but he got Ursula off the board, but it was a trade.
Yeah. I think you could have just quested.
Oh, it looks like John, but he's not choosing his own character, or he's not choosing any of Kahuna's characters.
Yeah.
And I think maybe Kahuna was just reminding him that Pocahontas' dad still has ward. Yeah. And so, he put the damage on himself, and then Kahuna's realizing it looks like, and then of course,
just so you can get
the Rapunzel value.
Just drawing cards. We're fine.
We're drawing cards and going wide. Looks pretty. It's pretty good on both sides so far.
Yeah. Now I guess you just quest, right? Because Chief can't attack. Alice isn't going to attack. She's only going to quest.
Yeah. Thanks, Daryl, for keeping track of the lore there.
There is a world in which O2H can just out aggro this aggro deck, just from sheer force of will, just going for it. But
but
the thing is,
there's a lot of characters on O2H's side as well that has 2 lore pips.
Drops an Ink Runner and a
Duke of
Weaselton. Wesselton. I think it's Weaselton. Quest for 2, only a 1/2, but still gonna go off. Kahuna already at 6 lore. It's like what, turn 4? Gonna ink a Thunderbolt. A card that's like actually good, but just doesn't really see play. Just mainly because puppies don't see play. I think if we got one really good puppy, like one that was like a must play in most of these, I think Thunderbolt could actually see play because Thunderbolt is good. The problem is Thunderbolt rotates in like a month. So, but this is Infinity.
Yeah.
So, if we got a really good puppy, I don't know what the puppy would do. Maybe if it ramped. Imagine this. Imagine a ramping puppy on 2, and then you Thunderbolt on the next turn. Oh my god.
Only in
ridiculous
blue yellow.
Yeah. All right. Well, now we've got Beast out, who can challenge a bit, and then if he gets some damage on him at the start of his turn, he can get buffed up. Maybe take some of this stuff out, but that's gonna be kind of hard. I think you just kind of have to race for it and hope for the best, but it is gonna be.
And it looks like
it's gonna be very hard.
Looks like what OTH is realizing to do.
Yeah, the math might not. I mean, the math might work in his favor just because I think he can outdraw.
Problem with Pocahontas' dad is he himself can't challenge, but he is a pretty beefy bodyguard.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the downside of why he has such high stats to begin with. Is
correct on 4.
Yeah.
And so, Kahuna is blocked by that. Keep the ancient ways. Cannot play items or actions this turn. So what do? We quest.
Yeah, you just race for it at this point. Like, there is a world
halfway there.
There is a world where O2H just slams some stuff because,
he's gonna have to trade that Pocahontas' dad. So that I think the threat is Alice.
Ooh.
Oh, Scuttle
gonna come down.
Another beefy ward character.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, Kahuna has lethal, or not lethal, but has game on board. How about that? They have game on board.
I like that. Game on board. Beefy,
and like basically every character has ward, so that's really annoying. I'm sure O2H wishes he was playing Ruby so he could just be prep and move on, but yeah, I mean, even if this is a hard position because you either have to just try and quest out, but you can't because Kahuna has game, or you try and race, which you won't win, or you try to slam into stuff, but then Kahuna's got a hand, so they can just replace a bunch of stuff So I don't know.
Let's
see.
see.
Kind of rough.
There's 2, 3 with Alice's ability. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, game on board, like you said. But we on OTH's side, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I mean, he has a lot of lore. He has a lot of lore as well, but it's not enough.
But he has to take off because he doesn't know that Kahuna's not running like good jobs, or the Pocahontas with a built-in good job, like just reach,
right?
Or I don't know, wasabi to pop the ink runner. So I wonder how much what he's thinking math-wise. Okay, so no actions. I don't know if there would be
just dump the characters, dump the flute. Yeah, I mean,
he
get
did
you a lore.
He did sing a cood, right? So he got a lore. Okay, I think. Does he have a damage? He still has a storm, so I wonder if he can storm his beast to.
No, because it would be it. No, because it's beginning of turn is when that trigger.
Oh,
happens.
You're right. So he went 2 characters into there.
Yep.
Lore guides like it when you do it 1 at a time, but we know.
Well, technically you're supposed to, but
yeah,
this is what they call in games just shortcuts.
Yeah.
Like everybody sort of does it. Mm-hmm. I think if we were at a DLC stage, I think they would, get mad. But,
just in case there was any like take back or anything that makes it a little more convoluted.
Yeah, and sometimes the order will matter depending on
different triggers,
abilities and things. Well,
all right, so he bought at least another turn.
Yeah, I recovered quite a bit. Kahuna still has 4 lore on board though, so.
What actions?
4 lore with ward on board.
So he prevented him. So what we know, looking at the list, he prevented him from going wider with the cood and be our guest. But really, I think it's just to get another body down.
Yeah, I think you just play the characters and you turn sideways and make him figure it out, right?
Yep. Another scuttle is pretty good.
The aggro mindset. You just turn sideways and you say, "You figure it out. I'm gonna chill out."
Man, I find it tougher than a lot of people make it out.
I think aggro does require some amount of skill on some level because, you can win some games literally just by playing the characters.
But yeah, if you just go sideways, you're likely going to
just lose your board.
Yeah. They have favorable trades. A big thinky turn there. We're gonna
skip through.
Yeah.
Doing damage.
All right.
Just trying to draw cards. Use the flute.
Oh yeah, he drew 1 off of the storm, 1 off of the ethereal voice.
This is like a pretty bad position because you have to challenge or else you lose.
Yeah.
But then if you do challenge, Kahuna's still got that scuttle standing up.
Yep, that game on board is still threatening.
At least the Duke is not too hard to get rid of. It's only a 1/2.
Still inching towards 20 on O2H's side.
He needs to play something that can challenge. That can do it.
There we go.
Capone can do it.
I think Kahuna needs a bodyguard now, and maybe that will secure it.
I think a bodyguard. You play another chief, I think you just kind of win.
Yeah.
At that point. Well, no, maybe not because O2H has got a lot of removal probably in his hand. It's a little hard to see, so he wouldn't have war this time.
Alice giving chief.
Oh,
speaking of Alice, Alice giving chief the ward and a +1 earlier is pretty good. I think O2H just conceded right there.
Yeah.
Can't touch the Alice. She has ward, so that's even better. And they're better than the bodyguard.
Yeah.
Throw another 2-quester with ward.
Throw another 2-quester with ward.
All right, well, that's game 1. Goes to Kahuna of Lore, representing Amber Sapphire. Amber Sapphire, ward, aggro. Aggro bodyguard.
Yeah, I mean, deck seems pretty good against steel specifically. I think if you tried to play a deck like this against dogs, you might have a much harder time just because so many of the characters are like 1 strength or whatever. Although, you've got things like Scuttle and Merryweather and Darkwing Duck, and those aren't really going to be affected. But I feel like you could probably get out aggroed by like a dog's deck, but playing against Steel seems like pretty good. Seems pretty good. Gonna sing a Cood, play Rack Capone on turn 2.
Inked another Cindy there.
Oh my goodness. Rack Capone, man. Pretty good card.
Yep.
Pretty good card when Rapunzel exists also.
And
he quests for 2.
2/5. When this character has no damage, gets +3 strength. That's
so he's a 5/5.
Shut up.
He's both a fighter and a quester in a lot of ways.
I've never read that the ability was shut up. Oh, shut up? Like,
shut up.
Rack Capone.
Gonna quest for 3. Gonna just try and out aggro here at this point. Probably do it. I feel like there's probably an Alice coming soon.
I mean,
possibly a bodyguard. There it is.
Oh man, you manifested it.
I manifested it. I mean,
I guess we can see the hand.
Yeah, we can. It's just a little hard to see from this angle. But we can, some of the art is so memorable. It's like I can pick another Rack Capone, just gonna go for it.
Yep. He's making a threatening board on his side. He had to play and well, he had to play last turn, right? Maybe he just didn't have the cards. He didn't know what he was up against though.
Yeah,
he was going into the blind. Yeah.
100%.
All right, we have a Raja bodyguard, 3/4. Alice giving Raja the. Oh, I think he did it. Oh wait, no, Raja was just played, so didn't really worry about the extra lore. Just wanted Raja to have ward.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you want to do that to your bodyguards because the rest of them have ward, and you just give. Then you're just giving the entire board ward.
I thought maybe there was a more efficient way, but Raja just came down and exerted.
Yeah.
Not that he quested. Yeah.
I mean, you have the nice thing right now for O2H is he has ways to just challenge his board. He's gonna go ahead and do that.
And Rack Capone lives.
And if he has a Rapunzel in hand, he's gonna be able to profit from that too. So. Rack Capone actually doing good work against this.
And then, Rapunzel can heal one of them at least. Unless...
I mean, these are both the same card, right? Like, what do they do?
Oh, no. See, this is what I mean. Like, you can't always just go sideways. You lose your board. And now it's not looking too great for Kahuna of Lore.
They can recover. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, the flute comes down too, but no songs. So,
but even I didn't catch it. But even if O2H does not have a Rapunzel, you gotta respect. But now Rapunzel is gonna benefit from that Rack Capone with 3 damage anyway.
So Kahuna setting up for. Let's see. That's
and
7 lore next turn.
Yeah, and the Splatter Phoenix only does 1 damage, so it's not like it could have finished the Rack Capone.
It's dropping more.
Okay, maybe no Rapunzel in hand. All of them are one
quest.
1/2, 1/4. Alice is a 1/4. You can't really deal with the Rack Capones.
No.
Yeah.
They gotta just
unless he does a 2.
They gotta just go for it.
Yeah.
Dropping a chief
into the inkwell.
Yeah, kind of interesting.
Well, he has 2 from the Akud to help out. He could drop a 5-drop or no, he's just gonna call it.
He's gonna scoop.
Yep.
Yeah, right. I mean next turn it would have been it, right?
Good use of time, So we're at 1-1.
Yep.
O2H took game 2. Now we're in the mulligan for game 3. So I can see Kahuna's going. Oh, keeping the Thunderbolt, keeping Cinderella. What was it that he tossed him 1? I didn't see it.
Not sure.
Is O2H keeping the 4 or tossing them? Looks like he's tossing them. The 3, or thinking about it. Oof. Yep.
Toss
the 3. Yep. All right,
here we go. very interesting deck. I do think OTH kind of learned how to just play against it. It's like get the challengers out, wait for them to quest, and then just punish them, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna.
All right.
Did they trade decks?
Cindy.
What's going on?
Cindy, a Cood into wide.
Something.
Pretty good.
Cood into, like, Alice, maybe.
Oh.
That's
here we go. A Cood draw. And drop a 3-drop.
Alice.
Yeah, Alice.
There it is.
Is he gonna ink? No ink? Or maybe he forgot and then he let him do it. Yeah.
They're not doing the rule. Gotta leave it up.
Well, I think he passed and realized he didn't ink yet. Because I think O2H drew. So technically could have moved on because of the new information. But
oh boy, the puppies. They're coming down. The Duke is coming down. It begins. It's a lot of lore already.
4 lore on Kahuna's side, and we're off. 4 lore, 4 on the board. No actions. Pete, no actions. Oh, man. Yeah, it's a handful of songs from it looks like, and a Rapunzel. This is not looking great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those few turns with no characters is pretty rough.
Oh,
my
Thunderbolt.
Goodness.
Not Thunderbolt. Yes, Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt. You got it right. Thunderbolt.
Yeah.
Question for...
That is a beefy character. 3/7. I think I did talk to John about this, and he's like, what do I even do against a 3/7? Man, in the mirror... If someone puts down a Sonic Warrior,
That's it. Wow, already.
That was a 2-minute game. What is this?
Yeah, that was very quick.
Yeah,
see,
all these.
The hand is rough. All the rack capones at the bottom, which is kind of what you need for this. But good games. Really interesting deck here.
Very quick, in and out.
Yeah.
3 games. I'm sure there's a control mirror out there somewhere that's still going in these time of these 3 games.
Yeah.
What was great about this tournament, we're celebrating Pixar coming to Lorcana. So O2H, he's on the Pixar-born team, the Lorcana team at Pixar. And if you get paired up to them, I believe if you get paired up at all, you don't have to beat them or anything. But you get some Pixar swag. And it looks like Kahuna went with it would look like a Toy Story ball pin. Very, very fun.
That's fun. Mm-hmm. All right. So that was game 2. Really interesting. Yeah, the Amber Sapphire deck actually looked pretty decent. We never got to see the Dale, but we did get to see the Thunderbolt.
Mm-hmm. Could you imagine, like, all these X4s now fighting for 4 strength? Alice, I probably wouldn't challenge, but it's nice that you could. The Thunderbolt, though, hitting for 7, that could be
the good. Thing with Dale that I've realized playing with him a little bit is that when you play him, you don't necessarily have to be on the offensive.
Yep.
You can kind of just quest and you make them deal with, you don't have, and you just leave Dale up. Yes, he quests for 2, but that can be very risky if you're going to, because you'll lose that. But yeah, the main problem with Dale, I think, in this specific list is that most of the characters don't have very much willpower. They are there because they have ward and they quest a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But Dale does make Merryweather slightly better. Makes Alice way harder to trade into, and he also makes Thunderbolt like a living god. So
and Rapunzel's hitting for 5 as
and Rapunzel's also hitting for 5. The one thing that it makes a lot worse is Darkwing Duck, though. It takes out all of the teeth away from Darkwing Duck. Yeah. But
that's why you have the Splatter Phoenix.
Yeah, it is
2 on 2 or
is what it is. I think Darkwing Duck is really there to like challenge a Daisy or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
just to keep some of the other aggro stuff in check. But
I mean, you and I went to a few sealeds, and it never failed us when someone gets the Dale and you can see their eyes brighten when you say,
speaking
"Oh,
from personal experience."
It worked. No, well, maybe, but like when you say no, it actually is during challenges. It doesn't specify challenging or being challenged.
It's just during challenges.
So it's for both sides when you challenge or when you're being challenged. Yeah. And so that, like you said, that makes it pretty good where it's offensive or defensive.
It makes your opponent's trades just so much worse.
Yeah.
In the right context, but I think in a lot of the decks you're going to play Dale in, you're going to play with a lot of characters that basically just have a ton of willpower and not a lot of strength, and that is just going to make them so strong. And then at that point, you kind of just quest and you do the aggro thing. You say, you deal with it. I'm just here. I'm chilling.
Just like giving the Raja or the Chief Powhatan, Pocahontas is dead.
We're gonna rewatch the movie. I gotta figure out how to say it.
Just this is
I want to say Powhatan, but or something, but I don't know.
Pocahontas is dead. Alice, but I could imagine Dale in here with Alice giving Dale ward, so that just like this opponent, any steel opponents, or even Ruby that's trying to target, like a brawl wouldn't be able to touch a warded Dale. Is pretty good.
Correct.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
Yeah, you could use the Alice to give Dale ward. You wouldn't really be using the questing though, unless your opponent just couldn't really get rid of it.
But with the Steel Song, we did see the flute pop, and that was fun to see. There's nostalgia there.
Blast from the past. Flute was fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
We got to see a little bit. Rat Capone shined in game 2.
Rat Capone's a good card.
Back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say the Rat Capone's won him that game.
Yeah.
That game too.
It was tough for Kahuna to deal with. Maybe if Dale made it to the board, could have fought back. But well, no, because he only had that one. I think only Alice was the one X4.
Yeah.
It still would have been a 2-for-1 trade.
It's crazy how this deck is kind of literally the Achilles heel of this Steel Song deck, because other than Rat Capone, what are you fighting with?
Yeah.
Not really anything. Steel Song doesn't really want to fight. They want to shoot at you with songs and stuff and just profit, And when all of your opponent's characters have ward, you're forced to fight, and they're not good at fighting.
Yeah,
none of these characters are good at fighting.
Unfavorable trades.
Yeah, Beast and Pete can kind of fight. Ariel can kind of fight, and then the only fighter you really have is Rat Capone, which is why it was so crucial in that second game that he get him. But
what do you think maybe could have been better? Maybe a Cinderella Stout Hearted for sure, because
Cinderella Stout Hearted would have been incredible.
Yeah.
Because then you could have sang any song and targeted something, or you just sing Bare Necessities for no reason, just so that you can challenge, right? That would have helped a lot, but I do know that card is a bit high rolly. When you play it and it doesn't immediately get hit with Let It Go or Hades or something, man, it feels amazing.
The super high roll would be turn 1 Cinderella, get a whatever.
You're gonna coot it out on
turn 2, Singer, and then turn 3, a coot on turn 3.
Yeah.
Or you can set up your flute turn 2.
You can set up the flute.
Turn 3, get your Cinderella out, and you're rolling. And I think that would have been real tough for Kahuna if Big Cindy was out.
Yeah.
Sonic Warrior probably wouldn't have done much because of the ward again.
No.
Yeah, it would just been a beefy.
And even Sonic Warrior's only a 3/8, something
3/8,
like that. Yeah.
Only 3/8.
Only, but I say that because really that strength, you really needed some stuff with 4 strength would have helped a lot. That's why Rat Capone was so crucial, because he had 5 strength when he was undamaged, so he was able to break through the wall. The breakpoints are real.
Cool.
Breakpoints are real, people.
Any last thoughts on this featured match?
Cool to see Flute still around in Infinity. I I think the Amber Sapphire deck's really interesting, especially if you go into a room and you expect like so much Steel Song. I actually think this deck is pretty good. I think if you expect a lot of like Ruby though, or dogs, this might not be great. But it was cool to see literally just this deck that's like I hyper focus on this specific matchup and I can win it pretty easily, honestly. I think game 2, Kahuna probably could have taken it if there weren't so many rack opponents. I think it would have been pretty easy, honestly.
And I mean, O2H was on game 1 and on game 1, O2H was on the play, right?
I believe so.
And so he won on the draw. But then Kahuna won on the draw. They both of them won on the draw.
Yeah. Yeah.
2 games in 1.
Which is funny after we talked about that and we're like, no, you always want to go first. I still believe that. I think you always just want to go first.
Yeah. And since we're giving featured matches and not necessarily top cut, we can go ahead and say, this Amber Sapphire list Kahuna brought, he did make top 8. So congratulations to you, Gerald, for making top 8 with your good meta choice.
It's a good deck. If you play against something that doesn't have a lot of ward, then this deck's awesome.
I think in our local meta, I think they anticipated control and maybe Amber
there was
Steel.
A fair amount in the room.
There's a lot of blurple. We can maybe look at these stats and give you better information.
We'll look at the stats in the future, but I mean, I see a lot of
20% blurple, 15% blue red items, and then 13% Steel Song. So bring in this list. It is not you made a good local.
There's me in like 38th out of 42. Woo wee. Oh. I did not do good.
I did not
in that tournament either. Yeah, but it's fine.
All right, cool. Well, that was our second featured match for you, and next we have our top 8 quarterfinals that we with non-inkables Batsu and Studded.
Yep. So we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
And if you haven't already seen it, Toy Story 5, go check it out.
Be right back.
Sponsored by Mando's Bounty, your local Bay Area TCG vendor and organizers of Quest Coast.